Isn't not the best time ever to be traveling around knowing that you've got like new music to share with people? Is that not the most exciting time for an artist?
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I was telling my manager earlier, I was just like, it's so weird that it's coming in 3 days and it doesn't feel like it's coming in 3 days because we've had this song for a while.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's happening on Friday. And she's like, well, we're just so busy right now telling everybody about it that it's sneaking up on us. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's very exciting.
Let's talk a little bit about your journey. I was introduced to you along with a whole bunch of other people because of this great song called F-150 that we still love playing, that I connected with right away. Your story behind it was fantastic. I remember talking to you about that. This is a few years ago now, and you told me, I got to know you a little bit just over Zoom. That's where all the interviews were happening and everything. And
yeah.
You talked to me about growing up and the musical, the way that music got into your life and the first song you ever wrote. You've been on a bit of a journey since the release of F-150. Tell everybody what you've been up to.
Yeah, I've been popping around with my honky-tonk friends, and I've been releasing music a lot, and last year I had like a little break from releasing music, so now I'm back at it again, which I'm very excited about, and yeah, I've been all over. I've been to the UK, America. You know where I haven't gone is Australia yet. I would like to go there. But it's just been a whirlwind of running around and having fun while doing it.
Going back to 2021 now and getting to know everybody and the success of the CCMA Awards and everything and your the introduction that people had with F-150, what does that song mean to you now?
Well, I mean, it's the song that kind of got me where I am now, which is amazing. I was a waitress and a barista, just writing songs in my bedroom, and then that song went crazy, and it allowed me not to go back to waitressing and bursting, which was, what I've always dreamed of is just doing music full time. So now I kind of have to like sit and think about it and just be like, wow, I went through that heartbreak, and that's the reason why everything worked out the way it is, and I don't take anything for granted.
It sounds as good on the radio today as the day it came out, that track, the production and everything. I don't know. I mean, I know that sometimes songs, especially debut singles, artists can have different relationships with them. They can feel like, oh, I've come a long way since then, or maybe they adapt it a little bit and change it the way that they perform it live. But emotionally, how are you connected to that song emotionally?
I mean, I still love it. I feel like the production is very much kind of what the music I'm doing now sounds like.
Yeah.
So I've always loved it. I feel more in love with the song. It's not as sad of a song to me anymore because it's done so much for me.
Some distance from it as well, right?
A little distance.
Yeah.
So I appreciate its beauty, but it doesn't like drop my stomach like it used to, which is great. That's a good thing.
Do you sing it differently live now than you did back then, do you think?
I think I sing it with a little more attitude now.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I hit the chorus back in the day, I definitely was sadder, but now it's almost like this, you know what? I don't see your F-150 anymore. I don't even see him anymore. So, yeah, I sing it definitely with more sass.
Yeah. I like that. There was that the crackle of heartbreak when you recorded it, right?
Yeah.
That will always be there.
You know, like my chin's shivering. But yeah, now it's just like, yeah, a song that inspires me every day.
Are you ever nervous at all to share real life stuff in music, knowing now how long songs can be around for and how often they get played on the radio and like being vulnerable in music? Is that a challenge for you?
It's not too much of a challenge for me because here's the thing. I am way too lazy to lie. So if I'm promoting music, it has to be about something that I've gone through pretty much, because otherwise I'm just like, yeah, here's a song about something random and I don't really know how to talk about it, and I'm not willing to lie to you about an experience that I didn't have. So I always love to write what's true, so then when people ask me questions about it, it's like really easy for me to talk about. I do struggle with talking about my feelings, which is why I write music, but having a song to like talk about is how kind of I get my feelings out.
I was just grabbing my notepad here to write down the line "lazy to lie." Too lazy to lie. Did you just make that up right now?
I say it sometimes.
Have you written a song called "Too Lazy to Lie" yet?
Lenny, put it in the phone. Lenny, let's write it.
It's pretty good, Lenny.
Lenny's my producer. He's pretty dope. Right. But yeah, I'm just too lazy. Because then you got to remember the backstory. My brain says 10 things at the same time. It's got all those tabs open like on a computer. So I would just get the stories mixed up. It would just be too much admin.
It's good. You know, there are spy movies that I watch and TV series that I watch all the time, and when somebody's a double agent, what they tell them to do is that they have to adapt their actual life story has to be really close to the truth.
Yes.
So they don't screw up their cover.
100%.
This is what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's got to be as close to my real life as possible. So when I'm yapping about it, I don't say the wrong thing.
Airplane Bottle. The title of your new song it paints a picture in my head before I even heard the song.
Oh.
It's pretty good, right? Airplane Bottle. It conjures a thing.
Know what
You're
it
kind
looks
of
like.
there's a purpose to an airplane bottle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a quick hit. Let's go.
It's a quick shot in the pocket.
So what's the history of the song? Where did it come from?
Well, I was out there looking for love on them dating apps, Paul. Just a girl, okay? And I went on a first date, and we met at this bar in Nashville, and we had a couple drinks, and then we went to play cornhole, and he whipped an airplane bottle out of his pocket at the bar. And he said, would you judge me if I just drank this here? And at first I was like, in this economy, he's kind of a genius, right? This is huge. But then as I told my friends the story, and they're like, well, what kind of vodka was it? And it was Smirnoff watermelon. And they said, that's a red flag.
Why is that a red flag?
I don't know.
I said that a little too enthusiastically.
You're like, what's wrong with my drink of choice? What are you trying to say about me, Robyn? But yeah, and then, he did other things too that were red flags, and I just didn't see it because I'm a rose-colored glasses kind of person, and I like to have a good time no matter what. But yeah, when you're at a bar, usually you don't bring your own alcohol to the bar. That's considered
illegal.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but you were. And so, yeah, and then at the end of the day, he left me on the side of the road on like Broadway, Nashville, Tennessee at 11 p.m. And I was like, I don't know what I did to this man.
What, he pieced out?
Yeah, we were singing karaoke, and I guess he got jealous of the DJ, which is hilarious. He did a whole not apology message the next day, and he was just like, I'm gonna go meet up with my friends, and I was like, am I coming with you? And he was like, no. And then he's like, my Uber's over there, and he just left me on the side of the road. And I was like, that's crazy. And then my best buddy, Jesse Slack, he's a songwriter. He said, even if I hated you, if this was the worst date ever, I would still make sure a woman got in an Uber okay. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. He's like, and that's the final red flag. So yeah. He also left his sunglasses in my purse. So then after being mean to me and being like, here's all your red flags. And I was like, my red flags?
He gave you a list of them?
He was just like, when you looked at the DJ, it was just giving fake and inauthentic, and that you liked him more. Mind you, it was a karaoke DJ. I'm waiting for my song to come on. I'm trying to rap Eminem on Broadway. You know, like I have ulterior motives here. I don't like the DJ. Me and that DJ have beef, okay? Because I want my songs, and the DJ's never play. Anyway, whole backstory.
Yeah.
So then he messaged me being like, and it was just a major turnoff. And then I was like, wow, if I didn't think you sucked before, I sure do now. Good luck out there, buddy. And then he unmatched me, but I had his sunglasses. So he found me on Instagram, commented on my Instagram post, and said, I really want my sunglasses back. Here's my number. And then I'm not giving this man my number because it's going to end up on the bathroom stall somewhere. And it's too much admin, all those calls coming in. I'm tired. And so I DM'd him and I said, your sunglasses will be at this publishing house at this time. So while he was picking up his sunglasses at this publishing house, which if anybody out there, a publishing house is where you go to write songs. It's kind of like an office building for songwriters. And he came and picked it up at the security desk while we were upstairs writing Airplane Bottle about him. Yep. Isn't that funny? And so, like, I went down to security, and I was like, did that guy come? And he's like, you just missed him. I think you could catch him if you walk. I said, no. That's why I gave the glasses to you. I don't want to see this man.
Was he a singer-songwriter? Is he a musician?
Well, he says he would love to be a songwriter.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Are you a songwriter? Are you not a songwriter? You know?
Right.
Mister?
I was thinking that
on the radio.
You said "Jealous of the DJ," which is by another good title for a song, by the way.
Jealous of the DJ. We could do a rap song.
But I was thinking the story was going to go somewhere like you got up and used your particular set of skills on stage at the karaoke place, and he was like, "I'm out of here," and he was just like, he knew he couldn't compete with your gift.
Well, I know. You know, once people hear me go, I can't tell you what it really is. I can only. They get a little nervous.
Oh my God.
They get nervous, but no, he kind of wanted to go before I got on stage, and I said, I swear my song's coming, and I looked at that DJ again, and I said, man, you've got to put my my song on. And then I did the song, and then we left, and that's when he left me.
This is a very sad story. Anybody out there, if watermelon vodka is your drink of choice, I suggest changing it.
Yeah, or just like don't bring it to the bar.
I didn't even know
We
they
can sip
made
it by a
flavored
pool.
vodka in those airplane bottles, but
They do.
They do.
I could smell it.
He liked watermelon, but he was a peach. Good thing you got rid of him.
That's a good one.
What a peach. Oh, my God.
He was something.
So when you sing this song now, what does it mean to you?
Well, I mean, this was kind of recent. It was almost a year ago, but I love it. It makes me happy. It's sassy. It's kind of like the sound that I've always wanted to really, really do, and I feel like we nailed it. So I should be a little more angry when I sing the song, but I'm almost happy when I sing it because I'm like, airplane bottle of vodka in your pocket. You know, it's just a jam.
When you decided to attack this subject with this song, did you know automatically it was going to be this vibe, this tempo?
No, had no idea. We were in the room and we were kind of messing around with a different vibe for an hour or so, and I was just so in my head about this bad date, and Lenny, my co-writer, producer, looked at me and he just started strumming the guitar that you'll hear, and he was like, tell me about Airplane Bottle, and I just went off, freestyled for a bit, and then we, massaged it, and now it is the way it is. And that's how songs are made.
I love it.